Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back into the New England Sports Center for Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Hockey on HCAM. I'm Tom Nappy on the call, and we got John Ritz on camera for this cross TVL matchup between 24th ranked in Division II Hopkinton Hillers, who stand at 1-3-2 on the season, and the 22nd ranked in Division III, 3-4-0 Norton Lancers. If the season ended today, both teams would be in the playoffs, but it doesn't. So both teams are looking to get some more wins to stay in that top 32. And it should be a fun and exciting matchup here tonight. Last year, the Hopkinton Hillers took down Norton at the Foxborough Sports Center 3-2, and the year before that, the Hillers were all over Norton with a 7-0 win, so they are looking to continue their winning streak over Norton. The Hillers have not made these meetings too fun for Norton, as they have captured the majority of the wins, but the Lancers, they got a lot of good returning talent, and they think that they can come out and give the Hillers a game and perhaps a loss tonight. We shall see. It should be a good one. A lot of new faces on this Hiller team, but man, are they a talented team. Hopkinton is fresh off a great 2-0 win over the Holliston-Ashland Co-op and looking to get yet another W in the win column. Right now, let's send it down to ringside.
Number 21, Jacob Mento. Number 23, Brogan Laverdale. Standing at number 30, Ari Parker. For the Hillers, starting in net, Colton Smimento. At D, Sam Smimento. On D, number 18, Carter Moore. On the left, number 22, Finn Mahar. In the middle, number 6, Connor Merkel. And on the right, number 15, Matt Pedroli. Please rise and remove your cap.
There you have it, the starting lineups and the national anthem, and we are just about ready for Hopkinton Hillers boys varsity hockey here on HCAM. Tom Nappy, happy to be on the call with you tonight. John Ritz on camera, and the Hillers got a taste of winning in their last game against Holliston Ashland, and they're looking for many more tastes of winning throughout this season with this very young, talented group. And tonight they will be battling a very much improved Norton team whose program just continues to get better and better. It should be a great showdown. Hillers in the white, Norton in the black. Hillers working left to right across your screen off the face-off. It is Merkel up against number 23 for Norton, who is not listed on the roster I have here. We'll have to find out who that is. But in any case, along the far side is Mahone as the Hillers quickly into the neutral zone. That's Merkel sending it up towards the corner. Now along the end boards, looking for a shot here, and it is covered up. That shot off the stick of right winger Matt Pedroli. Good start for the Hillers, getting that early pressure. Work your way right into Norton territory and get things going. Along the end boards, Hillers trying to keep it in Norton territory. And we will get another face-off at 14-13 left to go as the Hillers make a change. We'll bring in their second line today. Parker Rivera, Jack Resnick out there, as well as Willi and Tosca. Here come the Lancers, approaching Michael McDonald. There's a shot turned away off the stick of McDonald. Jammed up along the end boards, trying to send it out, and there to intercept was DaCosta. Over to the far side and flung into Hiller territory by McDonald. And now Hopkinton working their way up the ice. Picked up by Resnick, and I think we're going to get an offsides here. So with the offsides call, we'll have a face-off at 13:26. Ooh, we're gonna get a penalty, excuse me. It's gonna be on Corey DaCosta. I believe they got him for a trip. And the Hiller is going to be a man short. There's a wrister, a little high there by Brady Sinclair. Along the far side, that's Lavalier. He'll send it back. There's a shot from the right circle. Around it goes. Squirts out into Norton territory. Kyle Gass picks it up. Gass sends it up into Hiller territory. Moore there to put it right back into the neutral zone, but collecting that attempt is McDonald. McDonald sends it over to Sinclair. Hillers on the penalty kill here in the early moments of this one as Resnick works it into Norton territory. Resnick matched up with Gass. And now here come the Lancers. Sent up the near side towards McDonald. Getting in front of McDonald to send that one away is Merkel. 52 seconds left on the Norton power play. So far, so good on the kill by the Hillers. And kept in Norton territory by Pedroli. Sent around. Pedroli trying to intercept Just got to be careful with that stick there. Had a bit of a rise on it. You don't want to get called for a trip and have two guys in the box. Up the near side of Lazan. He'll send it across. There's a shot. And there to get in front of it was Merkel, and Merkel sends it away. Right to the Norton net he goes. 10 seconds left on the power play. Lancers looking to approach for one last attempt. And that's put towards the end boards off the stick of Shang. And now in the high slot, Rister out in front, and it's going to be taken by Moore and put into the protective netting. Well, the Hillers have survived the Norton power play, but we will have a face-off in Hiller territory at 11:11 left to go in this first period. Ryan Tosca on the face-off for the Hillers, and there's a shot off the face-off. What a save in net by Colton Spavento, who is absolutely terrific in the win against Holliston Ashland. Hillers looking to approach. Loose puck along the end boards. Trying to send it out is Resnick. And he's diverted. Lancers move it up into the neutral zone. Coming up the near side, that's Sinclair. He leaves it behind. Shot from the circle, and it's put in by Michael McDonald. The Norton Lancers strike, and they have the early 1-0 lead at 10:37 left to go in the first period. Well, McDonald with a beauty of a shot off the right post to flex in the net, and the Lancers have the lead. Sent up the near side by Spavento. Going towards the corner to collect. It's Kyle Gass matched up with Layton. Layton battling it out along the end boards. Along the far side now. Hillers trying to stall it in Norton territory. Putting on the moves. Looking to approach. Sent out by Shang. Now along the boards, Hillers looking to clear. With it is Martin. Martin pops it into the corner. Sent back near side by Moore. Gass with it. Moves it over to the far side. There to interrupt is Resnick. Back and forth we go along the boards. Resnick and Layton in there, trying to get to the puck. Lancers looking to approach, and a shot towards the net there. It's brushed away off the stick of Lavalier. Now the Hillers working along the near side. Back and forth we go. Gass sends it up as the Hillers make a change. Here's Mahone. Finn Mahan along the boards, and the Lancers get it back. McDonald approaching. Well, Norton, they're being aggressive early on in this game. They're getting to the puck, and they are challenging the Hillers for every possession. Along the corner, that is Merkel. A give and go. Merkel into Norton territory. Around the defender, backhander, just wide. Loose puck. Hillers still trying to stuff it in. Pedroli was trying to stuff it into that right side of the net, but getting the leg pad on it was the busy Norton Lancers goaltender, Ari Parker, who has had to make some big saves already. 8:27 left to go in the first period. A 1-0 Norton lead. Off the face-off. Looking to approach was Emerson. He's diverted. Breaking up the ice. Pedroli leaves it behind. Into the left circle. Merkel puts it across. And it's going to be covered up. Harry Parker able to get the glove down on it. And we get a face-off at 8:12 left to go. And on the face-off for the Hillers, Will-Ian Tosca. Battle along the near side. Puck squirts out, Spavento has it, wrists it up the far side. Over to the corner it goes. Matched up in the corner, Ian Tosca up against Gass. He'll send it back to the blue line, shot from the left point, and that's turned away. Off the stick of Alexandre. Puck squirts out into the neutral zone. Moore. And sent up the ice by Ian Tosca. Wrapping it around is Mason Ball. Sent back across. Ball looking to approach, and he takes some contact. Sending it out from the corner to Costa. And now along the end boards, Lancers looking for more pressure. Getting jammed up in the corner was 23 on the Lancers. And now along the near side we go. Hillers make a change as the puck brushed away by Ari Parker. Flying up the far side, Mason Ball. Ball trying to split the defenders, and the puck is sprung into the end boards. Big hit delivered along the corner. Picked up by Anderson. Sent across now. Deflects into Norton territory. Grabbing it in the corner, Caldwell. He'll move it up. Sending it across, McDonald. Looking to approach, Emerson. He'll backhand it into the corner. Spavento there to collect. Spavento moves it up the far side. Caldwell sends it back. Looking to break through, McDonald approaching. Takes the shot, turned away. Great save by Spavento. Trying to wrist it around the boards was Ian Tosca, and able to complete that mission, Resnick. Back out to the far side now, McDonald. Sends it back into Hiller territory. We're under 6 minutes left to go in this quick-moving first period. Bit of a slow start to the period, but things have really gotten moving. Nice moves by Carter Moore. Moore trying to split the defenders. Too many to deal with. Back and forth we go along the far side now. Looking to approach. Merkel takes a shot just off the mark. And there's a secondary shot that's deflected by a defender. Puck is sprung up into the protective netting off the stick of Mahan, and we will have a face-off at 5:11 left to go. Matt Pedroli in the face-off for the Hillers. Felix Wang for Norton. The correction, that was Lavalier. Sent up by Anderson. Along the end boards it goes into the corner. Lancers working it up the near side. Sent up by Mento and around. Looking for the shot here, Mento, and his attempt was diverted. This face-off comes at 4:41 left to go in the first period. And Tosca up against McDonald. Along the end boards, sprung to the near side. Looking to drive up, Resnick. Oh, we're gonna get it off sides. Hillers will make a change, and this faceoff comes at 4:27 left. Puck sent out over to the far side off the backhander from Emerson. For those of you curious about the NFL game going on right now, it's currently 10-6. Houston Texans leading the LA Chargers at the halftime break. We'll get a face-off in Norton territory with the icing call. 4:06 left to go. And on the face-off for the Hillers, you got Resnick. Wrapped around the boards. Trying to pick it up along the end boards was Caldwell. Resnick with it. Sends it back. And there's a shot into traffic goes Moore. Popped off the boards, collected by Spavento, sends it across. Trying to send it back across was Moore. Spavento's skate got in the way. Nice feed by Resnick over to Rivera. Rivera lost it. And Lancers sent it back into Hiller territory. Hiller's moving quick in this first period. They're looking for those breakaway opportunities and really putting their speed to the test against these Lancer skates. To the near side goes Layton. Yeah, what they want to try to do, burn Norton up the ice, get those breakaway opportunities, and just bombard them with shots on net. Up the near side goes to Casa. He takes a big hit as it's set to the far side. Hillers maintain possession. A shot there. That's turned away. That shot attempt by Resnick. Lancers trying to clear the zone. Hillers have certainly won the possession battle so far in this first period. But right now on the scoreboard, it's a 1-0 Norton lead. Just under 2.5 minutes left to go in the first period. Lancers looking for a drive here, and losing the puck was Emerson as he was contested by DaCosta. Wrapped around to the far side, a battle for it. Looking to send it up was Layton. Squirts out into Norton territory, brushed aside by the goalie, Ari Parker. And now here comes McDonald. McDonald looking for the screen to Sinclair. Breaking through Resnick. Resnick with a pair of Lancers following him along the near side, and Norton gets it back. And a wrister from the neutral zone by Mason Ball, and a glove save by Colton Spavento. Well, the Hillers, they got 3 different goalies they'll go to this year. They got Colton Spavento, Connor Fryer, Connor Harris. And they have all done a nice job in net so far this season. Connor Merkel on the faceoff for the Hillers. Sent across to the far side. Collected by Spavento. Gets it towards Moore. Moore flings it into the neutral zone. Moore moves it back up the far side. Lancers quickly back into Hiller territory. With it now, Merkel. He'll take it around, try to clear some Lancers away. Pops it off the boards, gets it to Moore. And the Hillers moving into the neutral zone. Pedroli with some smooth moves, sent back now. Merkel contested. Sent across by Spavento. Moore pops it off the boards, looking to break through Pedroli. Pedroli puts it towards the end boards. He was trying to leave it out in the slot area for an attack. Lancers have it. Looking to approach, and too many defenders to deal with there for Max Shang. And we'll get a face-off at 24 seconds left to go in this first period. An offsides call. Willi and Tosca up against McDonald. McDonald looking to get through. Bangs it around the end boards. Sent back around towards McDonald. McDonald being contested by Resnick. Jammed up in the corner now. 7 seconds left in the period. Popped up the ice by Parker Rivera. And that'll do it for the first period of play. After one, it is the Norton Lancers 1, the Hopkinton Hillers 0. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Hockey on HCAM. Stick around for some of the latest Hopkinton Hiller highlights. In week 4 of the Hiller winter season, Hopkinton Wrestling hosted Norwood at Doyle Gym on Thursday, January 2nd. The Hillers took the 51-28 win and improved to 2-0. On Friday, January 3rd, Hiller girls basketball hosted Westwood. Westwood Media Center's Morgan Donahue joined HCAM's Tom Nappy on the call. 3-ball attempt to Weeman, yes!
Weeman.
She's feeling it.
Her brother is a player at Wentworth Institute of Technology, the AD there, Westwood grad. Cheryl Aaron.
Hiller's looking for an opening. Restaghini takes it in, down the lane, and puts it in, plus the foul.
What a move. Taking it to the rim and getting the foul as well.
Hillers led 16-15 after the first quarter of play. Gets it underneath and just waiting at the left block for the Hillers is Rabinovich, and she goes up and in with it.
Great pass.
Wolverines hoping to respond. 3 attempt, yes!
Big answer. Big answer there by the sophomore Hogan.
And it's knocked out of the grasp of Chatton. She recovers. 1 second at the buzzer! Yes! Count it! Sophia Whitman-Krause lays it in. Wow! What a way to end the half. The Hillers outscore Westwood 17-12 in the second quarter and led 33-27 heading into the third quarter. Vallis on the entry. Gets it over to Restagini, driving down. You count it. A well-needed bucket for the Hillers. They've been ice cold the last few minutes. On the elbow, Grady driving down, up for the shot. And what a put in that was.
It was a gritty defensive third quarter where the Hillers outscored Westwood 9-8 and took a 42-35 lead into the fourth quarter.
Restagini up top chatting, trying to feed it in, knocked away. Westwood gets it back. Hurley with the recovery, up to Law. Back to Hurley, up top, driving down. Nazalillo kicks it out. Law to the wing. Hurley for three. Knocks it down. Hillers. 20 seconds left.
No shot clock.
Shot clock is indeed off. Hurley with it. Feeds it into the interior. Up for the shot and in. Angelina Holmesy. Hillers need to respond quickly. 7 seconds. 6. And it's knocked out of bounds. We have a foul.
Yep.
No good. Oh, we got a violation. They're going to say Whitman Krause moved too soon, and Coach Greco disagrees.
Official's going to talk about it. I don't know what happened, but it looked like it did catch a piece of the side of the rim.
If the officials disagree here,
hit the it's Hopkinton ball, so it hit the rim.
Hopkinton ball, 3.1 seconds left. Here we go.
So this is exactly what they wanted. A chance to be able to shoot, go for a 2, even have a look at a 3.
And now Coach Clifford wants an explanation.
We'll see what they go with here.
Wherever you get the ball, you just shoot.
Exactly. 3 seconds. You're shooting when you're open.
Chatting on the entry. Feeds it over to Grady for 3. No good. And that's your ball game. Westwood going to hang on for the 51-49 win.
Westwood strikes back, outscoring the Hillers 16-7 in the fourth quarter and takes the 51-49 win. Westwood improves to 5-0. The Hillers fall to 4-2. On Saturday, January 4th, the Hillers hosted Norwood at the New England Sports Center. It was a scoreless game heading into the second period.
Along the far side now, there's a shot, and that is in. It went off the right post and took an angle over that goal line. Rocco Farioli makes it a 1-0 game. Towards the near side now, Pedroli was battling for it. Norwood moves it up. Here comes Coyle. And there's a shot from the slot, and Braden Lee puts it in. Far side between Resnick and Farioli. Here comes Norwood. Racing up the ice around the defender, and he rings it in. TJ Martin, the captain, off the face-off. There's a shot, and it's put in. What a score there. It was put in front of the net, and it was Carl Zhao who put it in for the Hillers to make it 3-1.
Norwood nets 3 goals in the second frame, while the Hillers net a goal. Parker Rivera added another Hiller goal early in the third period, but Norwood would hang on for the 3-2 win. The Hillers fall to 0-3-2. Norwood improves to 4-0-1. Congratulations to the Norwood Mustangs head coach, Chuck Allen, on capturing his 100th career win. This program is brought to you in part by TVLSports.net. You can view the standings, stories, pictures, highlights, and more about the 12 teams in the Tri-Valley League at TVLSports.net. TVLSports.net is an independent news and media website reporting on the TVL and is not associated with the MIAA, Tri-Valley League, or any town or school.
Welcome back into the New England Sports Center. Norton Lancers are just heading out of the locker room now, and we should be resuming with the second period in just a few minutes. But we want to tell you about some broadcasts we have coming up on HCAM after tonight's hockey doubleheader. Our next broadcast will be on Tuesday. We'll have girls basketball as they take on Millis at the Hopkinton High School Athletic Center. And then on Wednesday, we have a whole array of Hiller sports for you. We have yet another Hiller hockey doubleheader. This time it'll start at 6 p.m. That is next Wednesday, January 15th. The Hiller boys will take on Gloucester. And then at 8 p.m. we'll have the Hiller girls co-op taking on Algonquin. And also that night we'll have Hiller wrestling live from Hopkinton High School as they meet with Keefe Tech. And then on Thursday, January 16th, we'll bring you Alpine Ski as Hopkinton will compete in their second meet of the season over at the Ski Ward in Shrewsbury. John Ritz will be ready to bring you the action. And then last but not least, you got a couple of Hiller events on Friday, January 17th. We have Hiller boys basketball as they take on Bellingham, and Hiller girls swimming takes on Norton. And then the week closes out with Hiller boys hockey on Saturday, January 18th, a 1 p.m. game against the Medway Mustangs. And we'll have all of that posted on our website, hcam.tv, and our social media pages. And be sure to check it out every week. We will broadcast, or we will update our broadcast schedule on our website and social media pages. We are ready for the second period. Norton Lancers currently leading 1-0, looking to get their first win in quite a while against the Hopkinton Hillers. But this Hiller group certainly not going to make it easy, and we are underway in the second period. Tom Nappy happy to be on the call. John Ritz on camera. Out in front of the net, turned away. Good pressure right off the bat by the Hillers. You know, I'll tell you, the Hillers, they're moving quick, but this Lancers team, they're showing they got some wheels too. And they are doing their best to contest this Hiller speed, and they are certainly hanging in there, very much so. Norton looking to drive up the ice along the far side. Back and forth we go in the early moments of the second period. Big hit delivered by Sam Spavento, and it looks like that's going to draw a whistle. So we are going to get a penalty on Sam Spavento. We'll have an interference call, and he will head to the box for 2 minutes. Norton Lancers have their second power play opportunity of this game. Along the far side, that is Sinclair. Back into Norton territory we go. Resnick trying to catch up with it along the corner. Flung back up the boards by Ian Tosca. Resnick contesting. Trying to poke it out of the grasp by McDonald. Hiller's doing a good job keeping it in Norton territory here in the early moments of this PK. But Lancers driving up the far side, sent back. And some good contact delivered along the slot to prevent Norton from getting a shot off there. Popped off the boards by Gass. Resnick has it. Resnick trying to put it towards the net. Getting in the way was McDonald. Looking to approach Sinclair. To the corner it goes. Sent back by Merkel. Wristed up the ice by Moore. 45 seconds and counting left to go on this Hopkinton Hillers penalty kill. Back and forth along the boards in Hiller territory, wrapped around now. Laverdiere trying to dig it out. Sent out in front, and it's shoot away. Back into Norton territory. 15 seconds left on the penalty. With it is Pedroli. He'll send it over. Merkel now, and up the ice goes Anderson. Along the corner, that's Pedroli trying to approach. Pedroli puts it towards the near side. Trying to dig it out of the corner. Ian Tosca matched up with Chang. Ooh, and a tripped up Hiller behind the net. That was Matt Pedroli. And could we be getting a call here? No, looks like just offsides. The penalty has expired, and we have a face-off in Hiller territory at 11:51 left to go in the second period. Will Tosca up against Brogan Laverdiere. Off the face-off. Rush to the near side by DaCosta. Here comes Spavento flying towards the far side. He's contested. Getting a piece of it is Rivera. Wristed up the ice there, and now Jacob Mento looking for a breakaway. Getting in the way is Resnick. Nice turnover there by Resnick. With it is Ian Tosca. Deflects it off of Shang's skate. To the near side he goes to Spavento. Spavento putting on the moves, working around defenders. Sends it out right in front of the net, and what a save by Ari Parker. That was a perfect pass to Will Ian Tosca, waiting right in front of the net, and Ari Parker with the cat-like reflex scoops it up. And on the face-off for the Hillers, Stephen Layton. Along the corner, wristed up the ice. Flying up the far side, Emerson, he takes a shot. Great save by Spavento. Along the corner now, trying to dig it out more. Back and forth we go. Sinclair trying to get it through. Along the far side, deflected off the boards. Knocked into Norton territory, Caldwell there. Popping it off the boards, Anderson. Looking to approach, Layton. Puck along the end boards. Sent to Layton, backhander, and it's wrapped up. Another great save there by Parker. Nice backhander by Layton, trying to sneak it in. 10:04 left to go in the second period. Along the far side, that is DaCosta. He'll move it to Spavento. And now Pedroli battling for it. And there's a shot turned away. That was Corey DaCosta ripping one in from the point. DaCosta pokes it up the far side. Collecting is Spavento. Sends it to DaCosta. Here comes Pedroli. Merkel trying to slide it over to Mahan. Mahan battling for it. And able to nick the puck along the corner and send it near side. Collecting at the blue line, Spavento. There's a shot just wide. And was that a save? It looks like Ari Parker did indeed trap it between his arm and rib. And we will get a face-off at 9:06 left to go in the second period. Getting kicked out of the face-off is Mikey McDonald. In there for the Hillers, Max Alexandre. Along the near side, Anderson looking to sneak it in there. Battling for it is Ian Tosca. Sent to the blue line to Anderson. Trying to move it up into the slot. It's intercepted by Emerson. Emerson looking for a quick break. He's contested by Moore. Knocked to the near side by Ian Tosca. And now here comes Ian Tosca approaching. And takes a shot, turned away. Brushed in front of the net. No one there. Collected along the far side boards by Emerson. Approaching, and it's turned away off the rebound, and a great wrap by Spavento. With the initial shot, that was Brady Sinclair. Then there was just all kinds of pandemonium in front of the net. And those are the situations you certainly don't want if you're the Hillers. Caldwell from the top of the circle. Sent out back to Caldwell. He'll move it back to the corner. Along that right circle, that was Laverdiere. You got to watch out for him. Quickly moved into Norton territory by Resnick as the Hillers make a change. Back into Hiller territory. Battle along the end boards for it. Trying to send it away was DaCosta. Shot from the right circle, deflected into the protective netting. Resnick gets the stick in there. The officials need some more pucks out there. This face-off comes at 7:16 left to go in this action-packed second period. Wrapping it around is Layton. Sent back by Martin. Behind the net, that's DaCosta. Deflected back into Hiller territory as Laverdiere backhands it. Along the end boards now. Layton trying to come away with it. He's contested. Back and forth we go. Squirts out into the neutral zone. And that pass attempt intercepted by Martin, but then flung back towards Hiller territory. Into the corner it goes. Along the end boards now. There to collect Spavento. Puts it towards the net. Along the far side, DaCosta gets a piece. And now sent across. Lancers looking for a breakaway. Putting on the moves, Ball. Ball trying to stay with it. Too many defenders to deal with that time. And Pedroli coming up the near side. He's diverted. Hillers make a change. DaCosta trying to send it back up. Goes near side with it to Mahan. Mahan battling Sinclair. Sinclair wraps it around. Sent back across by McDonald. Putting on the moves, into the left circle, a backhander just wide is Shang. Sent up by Anderson. It's intercepted and popped into the protective netting. We'll have a face-off at 5:12 left to go in this second period. Off the face-off. Jammed up along the boards. Gass was trying to keep it there. And Gass trying to sneak it in. Comes around, backhander, it's wide. St. Clair now. Over to the near side, collected by Resnick, sends it up, approaching Ian Tosca. He runs into a parade of Lancers, stays with it, trying to send it out. And it's going to be wrapped up by R.A. Parker. 4:38 left to go in the second period. Now this Lancers defense doing well against this Hiller speed. Moore pops it off the boards. Picking it up along the end boards, Caldwell sends it up the near side. Spavento's there for the Hillers. But now here comes Norton coming away with it. Caldwell sends it across to Emerson. Emerson matched up with Moore. Brushed aside by Carter Moore. Hillers have a 3-on-2. There's a shot deflected out of play, and we'll get a face-off at 4:03 left to go. Non-stop action in this second period. Both teams finding some good drives up the ice, and both teams competing hard to fight for that puck. Anderson with a shot, deflects in the air into the protective netting off the stick of Pedroli. Laverdiere up against Merkel on the face-off. Shot attempt from the top of the circle by Pedroli, deflected. Popped off the boards by DaCosta. Coming around with it, Merkel. Merkel flings it around the boards. Back now to DaCosta. He'll wrap it around once again. Bursting through, Lucas Anderson. Sends it out in front. Now top of the right circle, a wrister into traffic. Along the corner, coming out with it, Mahan. Back and forth battle. Lancers get it that time as Caldwell works it up the ice. Caldwell looking to break through, takes a shot, it's wide. Along the corner, Gass. There's a wrister and deflected. DaCosta trying to dig it out. Back to the near side we go. Working his way up the ice, Merkel sends it over to Pedroli. Pedroli with a shot, fired that one a little high. And I believe it went out of play. We'll go back to Hiller territory. 2:37 left to go in the second period. Well, the Hillers getting a good amount of shots on net, but some great goaltending by Ari Parker and stingy defense by the Lancers have kept them scoreless up to this point. Potential breakaway here, Resnick. And he's diverted. Just getting there in time for Norton was Mason Ball. Up to Spavento. And he is going to have it taken away. Here comes Norton. There's a wrister, and what a save off the Mikey McDonald shot. A tremendous save by the sophomore, Colton Spavento. .2:14 left to go in the period. Popped off the glass by Spavento. Sent across by Ball. Knocked up the ice by Ball, and Hiller's going to try to take it back down quickly. Flying up the ice, Spavento takes a big hit from Sinclair. With it is Ian Tosca. Pops it off the boards. And it's covered up by Parker. Well, Parker saw Resnick and Rivera around, and he said, I better cover this up. Pedroli up against Laverdiere. Coming away with it, Shang. There to intercept and set it up the near side, Lucas Anderson. Flung up the ice by Merkel off the end boards it goes. Now along the far side to Costa. He'll move it around. Popped up the near side, battle for it along in the corner. Merkel trying to come out with it. Merkel sends it to the blue line, back to Merkel along the right circle. Wrister, and it's covered up. Ari Parker jumping on that loose puck. And we get a face-off at 1:06 left in the second period. There's a wrister for the top of the right circle by DaCosta. Went off the leg pad of Parker. Into the neutral zone, DaCosta sends it back to the near side. Anderson trying to move it up. It's a battle for it. Backhanded up the ice by Caldwell. Popped off the boards by DaCosta. 35 seconds and counting left to go in the second period. And we get a whistle. Looks like we're going to have another Hiller penalty. They're going to get Matt Pedroli. So they'll get Pedroli for 2 minutes. And Norton is back on the power play for their third time this game. That shot off the mark by McDonald. Back to the blue line, sent across by Emerson. Lancer is going to regroup. Up the boards goes McDonald. Moore couldn't stop that one along the corner. Ian Tosca gets there. And now back and forth we go. Ian Tosca able to knock it into the neutral zone. And that'll do it for the second period. But wait a second, we got a whistle, and it looks like there's some extracurricular activity, and the official was just trying to prevent any further penalties heading in to the intermission. But it has been an action-packed game, both teams finding ways to get some good shots, and at the end of 2 periods of play, it is the Norton Lancers 1, the Hopkinton Hillers nothing. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Hockey on HCAM. Stick around for some of the latest Hopkinton Hiller highlights.
HCAM Sports is supported by our viewers and by Bill's Pizzeria Kitchen and Grill, located at 14 Main Street. Find them online at mybillspizza.com. In week 4 of the Hiller winter season, Hopkinton Wrestling hosted Norwood at Doyle Gym on Thursday, January 2nd. The Hillers took the 51-28 win and improved to 2-0. On Friday, January 3rd, Hiller girls basketball hosted Westwood. Westwood Media Center's Morgan Donahue joined HCAM's Tom Nappy on the call.
3-ball attempt to Weeman, yes.
Weeman.
She's feeling it.
Her brother is a player at Wentworth Institute of Technology, the AD there, Westwood grad. Cheryl Aaron.
Hiller's looking for an opening. Restaghini takes it in, down the lane, and puts it in, plus the foul.
What a move. Taking it to the rim and getting the foul as well.
Hillers led 16-15 after the first quarter of play.
Gets it underneath and just waiting at the left block for the Hillers is Rabinovich, and she goes up and in with it.
Great pass.
Wolverines hoping to respond. 3 attempt, yes!
Big answer. Big answer there by the sophomore Hogan.
And it's knocked out of the grasp of Chatton. She recovers. 1 second at the buzzer! Yes! Count it! Sophia Whitman-Krause lays it in. Wow! What a way to end the half.
The Hillers outscore Westwood 17-12 in the second quarter and led 33-27 heading into the third quarter.
Vallis on the entry. Gets it over to Restaghini, driving down. You count it. A well-needed bucket for the Hillers. They've been ice cold the last few minutes. On the elbow, Grady driving down, up for the shot. And what a put in that was.
It was a gritty defensive third quarter where the Hillers outscored Westwood 9-8 and took a 42-35 lead into the fourth quarter.
Restaghini up top, Chatton trying to feed it in, knocked away. Westwood gets it back. Hurley with the recovery, up to Law. Back to Hurley, up top, driving down. Nazalillo kicks it out. Law to the wing. Hurley for 3, knocks it down. Hillers, 20 seconds left.
No shot clock.
Shot clock is indeed off. Hurley with it. Feeds it into the interior, up for the shot and in. Angelina Holmesy. Hillers need to respond quickly. 7 seconds. 6. And it's knocked out of bounds. We have a foul.
Yeah.
No good. Oh, we got a violation. They're going to say Whitman-Krause moved too soon, and Coach Greco disagrees.
Official's going to talk about it. I don't know what happened, but it looked like it did catch a piece of the side of the rim.
If the officials disagree here,
Hit the it's Hopkinton ball, so it hit the rim.
Hopkinton ball, 3.1 seconds left. Here we go.
So this is exactly what they wanted. A chance to be able to shoot, go for a 2, even have a look at a 3.
And now Coach Clifford wants an explanation.
We'll see what they go with here.
Wherever you get the ball, you just shoot.
Exactly. 3 seconds. You're shooting when you're open.
Chatting on the entry. Feeds it over to Grady for 3. No good. And that's your ball game. Westwood going to hang on for the 51-49 win.
Westwood strikes back, outscoring the Hillers 16-7 in the fourth quarter and takes the 51-49 win. Westwood improves to 5-0. The Hillers fall to 4-2. On Saturday, January 4th, the Hillers hosted Norwood at the New England Sports Center. It was a scoreless game heading into the second period.
Along the far side now, there's a shot, and that is in. It went off the right post and took an angle over that goal line. Rocco Farioli makes it a 1-0 game. Towards the near side now, Pedroli was battling for it. Norwood moves it up. Here comes Coyle. And there's a shot from the slot, and Braden Lee puts it in. Far side between Resnick and Farioli. Here comes Norwood. Racing up the ice around the defender, and he rings it in. TJ Martin, the captain, off the face-off. There's a shot, and it's put in. What a score there. It was put in front of the net, and it was Carl Zhao who put it in for the Hillers to make it 3-1.
Norwood nets 3 goals in the second frame, while the Hillers net a goal. Parker Rivera added another Hiller goal early in the third period, but Norwood would hang on for the 3-2 win. The Hillers fall to 0-3-2. Norwood improves to 4-0-1. Congratulations to the Norwood Mustangs head coach, Chuck Allen, on capturing his 100th career win.
HCAM programming is supported by our viewers, thank you, and by Phipps Insurance Agency, representing companies such as MapFree Insurance. Their family-owned independent agency is deeply rooted in the communities they serve and offer time-tested insurance products to fit individual needs. Since 1950, Phipps Insurance specializes in home, auto, business, condo, and renters insurance.
Bay Path may have outgrown its space, but not its mission. We need your help to build a new facility that matches our capabilities and dedication. Join us and help ensure we can continue to provide exceptional care and find loving homes for animals for years and years to come. Thank you.
Welcome back into the New England Sports Center. We are just about ready for the third period. A 1-0 Norton Lancers lead. Both teams finding ways to get pressure, but some great goaltending by Ari Parker for Norton, as well as Colton Spavento for the Hillers, and some great defense as well has kept this game low scoring up to this point. let's take a look at the TVL boys hockey standings. In the TVL large, you got Westwood at 4-3-0, Dedham at 4-3-0, Norwood is 4-1-0, Holliston Ashland 3-4-0, and your Hopkinton Hillers 1-3-2. In the TVL small, Medfield 8-0-1, Medway 5-2-0, Dover Sherborne Weston 3-3-2, Norton 3-4-0, Bellingham 2-6-0. As we are underway in this third period, Tom Nappy happy to be with you on the call. John Ritz on camera. Hillers working left to right across your screen for the final 15-minute frame of regulation. Along the end boards, a misfire there by Alexandre. Does slightly move it up the far side, but in the slot, there's a shot turned away. Good save off the McDonald attempt. Lancers trying to get some bodies in front of the net and get the pressure going. They would love to have a security goal. A battle along the near side boards. Coming down with it, that was Lazan. Now along the far side. Hit delivered by Ian Tosca. Battle along the end boards. Laverniere with it. Sends it up to the blue line. That shot diverted as Merkel got in front of it. Now along the near side, trying to close in Emerson. He'll send it across. Still battling along the end board, sent out in front, and Sinclair missed his chance there. Keeps it along the far side. And good pass in front of the net, but some good defense by the Hillers. Sent over by Merkel. Taken away by Sinclair off the grasp of Pedroli. Norton in the midst of a change. Mahan with it. Mahan gets it over to Anderson. Anderson puts it up to Merkel. Looking to close in, and it's brushed away. Sent out in front. There's a shot, and it's put in! What a score! Well, the Hillers did what they needed to do there. They created pandemonium in front of the net. And it's Matt Pedroli coming up with a score for the Hillers. A 1-1 game at 12:50 left to go. The Hillers in business, and they're looking for more pressure. There's a shot by Ian Tosca, turned away. I'm just looking at that last goal, and it was Finn Mahan, Matt Pedroli, and Connor Merkel getting around the net, and they gave Norton no way to get it out, and Pedroli ends up knocking it in. Hillers looking for a breakaway, coming up the far side, Moore, and we're going to get an offsides call. We'll get a face-off at 12:08 left to go. On the face-off for the Hillers, Connor Merkel. Along the end boards. Yeah, that's what the Hillers need to do. Create more pandemonium in front of the net. It worked perfectly there. Pedroli approaching, and he's diverted. Lancers trying to shake these Hiller forwards. Hillers get it back. Here comes Mahan. Pedroli with a backhander. It's brushed away. Along the corner, that's Anderson. Out in front of the net, Anderson looking to approach. Hillers trying to get those bodies in front of the net. Norton trying to work their way up the near side. And it's taken back by Merkel. Merkel looking to approach, brings it around, sends it out over to DaCosta. Back to Merkel, wrister, and it's wrapped up by Parker. On the face-off for the Hillers, Stephen Layton. Battle for it, battling his way up the ice is Shang. Hillers quickly trying to clear. Handled by Layton. Sends it up far side. Battle for it along the boards, wristed up the ice. Taking a couple hacks at it, Resnick. Over to the near side. Moore bangs it off the boards into Norton territory. Along the corner, that's Martin. Looking to come out with it, approaching the net. And he's turned away. Back into the neutral zone along the near side, Moore. Moore trying to squeeze through a pair of defenders. Moore pops it into Norton territory, and it's popped in! Parker tried to dive on it, could not cover it up, and Ian Tosca able to get it by him to give the Hillers the lead. What a maneuver by Ian Tosca to get that one around Parker. A 2-1 game with 9:49 left to go. Coming up the far side now, Resnick. Hillers looking for more pressure. There's a shot turned away. Well, they're getting the bodies in front of the net. It's making all the difference in the world. Intercepted by Ian Tosca along the far side. And Tosca sending it back towards the danger zone for Norton. Hillers in the midst of a change. They're feeling pumped up. Approaching Emerson. Sends it across over to McDonald. Out in front and turned away. Losing his grasp on it there was Parker Rivera, but backing him up to Costa. And now Merkel sends it around the end boards. A battle for it along the near side. Merkel comes out with it. Pops it into the corner. Sends it up towards the blue line. Wrister. And it's deflected. Battle for it along the corner. Sent across by Anderson. Hillers getting relentless pressure on Norton. And we get a whistle. We will have our first Norton penalty of the game. An interference call against Mikey McDonald, so he'll take a seat for the next couple minutes. And the Hillers are on the power play with 8:22 left to go in the third period, leading 2-1. With it, Ian Tosca. Sends it over to Pedroli now, across to DaCosta. Merkel back to DaCosta, back to Merkel. Merkel with a wrister, turned away. Good save by Parker. And another shot there, and it's covered up. Will Tosca is trying to force it through. Off the face-off, Pedroli. Back to Merkel. Back to Pedroli, across to DaCosta. And the Lancers looking for a breakaway. Here comes Laverdiere. One-on-one with the goalie, and he pops it in, and we are tied back up. A short-handed goal for the Norton Lancers. Well, that's the danger of when you do put the pressure on at the net. If you allow a steal by someone who has the speed of Brogan Laverdiere, it could backfire. And it did that time for the Hillers, a short-handed goal for Norton. And we have ourselves a brand new ball game. Merkel coming up the near side. Into Hiller territory. Spavento brushes it aside. DaCosta flying up the ice. Approaching the net, takes the shot, and it's off the mark. All kinds of craziness in this third period. 2 Hiller goals and another game-tying Norton goal. And we'll get a whistle here. We'll have a face-off at 6:58 left to go. Still 37 seconds left on the Hiller power play. Off the face-off. Sent back to the blue line to Costa. Moves it to the corner. Back to Merkel. And there's a wrister. Off the leg pad of Parker goes Resnick. Merkel looking to approach. Takes it around, sends it out. DaCosta back to Merkel. Along the corner. Merkel to DaCosta, who takes a shot. It's wrapped up. The power play has expired for the Hillers. 6:21 left to go. A 2-2 game. Along the far side, Spavento. And we get it off sides, and we'll go back to Hiller territory. Or icing, rather. Off the face-off. Along the end boards. Hillers would like to quickly get it back into Norton territory. Back and forth we go, set back down. We'll have a face-off in the Lancers' end at 5:44 left to go. That Pajoli in there for the Hillers. Merkel moves it across, and a shot from the point by Anderson is deflected. Trying to turn it back up ice is Merkel. Here goes Shang. Backhands it in front of the net, no one there. Sent up by Mahan. Hiller's quickly approaching. That shot off the mark by Merkel. Back and forth battle along the near side. Puck squirts out into the neutral zone. Popped off the boards by Anderson. Pajoli takes it, and it is wrapped up as Ari Parker falls back onto the puck. And this face-off comes at 4:57 left to go. With it, Merkel. He was trying to sneak it into the side of the net there. It was poked away. Up the ice. Sent across over to Pajoli. And now Merkel looking for a breakaway. Approaching, puts it out in front, and it's turned away. Norton stacked the front of the net with defenders. Hiller's in the midst of a change. Sent across over to McDonald. Along the near side, Caldwell backhands it into Hiller territory. Collected by Moore, sends it up far side. Off the boards it goes into Norton territory, but we'll have an icing. Ian Tosca up against Laverdiere. Along the corner, popped off the glass. Into Norton territory, Resnick trying to track it down. Along the end boards, Ian Tosca sends it out. Resnick's shot deflected. Now along the top of the left circle. Resnick sends it over, now back to the point to Anderson. Out in front, and it is wrapped up. Trying to stuff it in was Resnick with the backhander. And a quick reaction by Parker prevents another Hiller go-ahead goal. Off the face-off, wristed up the ice. Along the far side, Anderson, he has a Lancer right on him, able to get it away. And we're gonna have it offsides. .324 left in regulation. We remain tied at 2 apiece. And Tosca up against Laverdiere. And that's sent towards the Hiller net, brushed away by Spavento. Looking for the feed to Ian Tosca. Sent back into Hiller territory by Mento. And now taking it, Laverdiere sends it out in front, and it is covered up. Both goalies being put to the test in this third period. Three minutes on the nose, left to go. Off the face-off. Spavento jammed up in the corner, able to get it away. A battle along the boards. Looking to approach McDonald. Looking to try to send it out, but surrounded by Hillers. Popped back into Hiller territory by Emerson. Wrapped around. Moore pops it off the boards. Driving up the ice, Merkel. Gets it over to Pedroli. Back and forth we go. It looks like, I believe we're getting an offside call. Will indeed. This face-off at 2:02 left in regulation. Lancers looking for the breakaway. Approaching, Laverdure with a backhander, and it's wrapped up. .151 left to go. Along the boards. Sent out by DaCosta. Trying to wrist it up the ice was Anderson. Shang with it, sends it up. Into Hiller territory. DaCosta collects. Good passing there by the Hillers. Zion Tosca now trying to squeeze through. Battle along the far side in Norton territory. DaCosta trying to get it back into Norton territory. And we'll have an icing. 1 minute, 15 seconds left in regulation. Will we see a 5-minute overtime? The rule is they'll play if the game's still tied after regulation, you get a 5-minute overtime. And then the result from that will be the result of the game. Coming away with it, Ian Tosca looking to break through. And just misses on the pass to Resnick. Battle along the far side. Here's Zion Tosca. Wristed towards the Norton net, brushed away by Parker. Looking to approach, McDonald. With it, DaCosta. Trying to come away with it. Lost his grasp on it for a moment, but regains, got it to Mahan. Caldwell sends it back into Hiller territory. Spavento. Off the boards he goes. 8 seconds left. And we are heading to a 5-minute overtime. We are knotted up at 2 apiece. We'll have a 5-minute overtime, and we'll see how this game ends. You are tuned in to Hopkinton Hillers Boys Varsity Hockey on HCAM. Welcome back into the New England Sports Center. 5 minutes on the clock, and we are in overtime between the Hopkinton Hillers and the Norton Lancers. If anyone scores, the game is over. If no one scores and time expires, the game is still over and ends in a tie. Lancers working left to right across your screen. It has been a great back and forth battle between these two cross TVL rivals. The Lancers took the lead early, and the Hillers took 2 periods to respond, but went up 2-1, and then Norton retied it. And the Hillers looking for some pressure here. Over to the blue line, a wrister. Along the left circle, that is Ian Tosca. Gets it over to Moore. Back to Ian Tosca on the wing. Deflected off the defender. Spavento trying to sneak through. Moves it back. Moore puts it towards the end boards. Battling for it, Resnick. And a shot there by Spavento, covered up by Parker. And it is indeed 4-on-4 overtime as well. Certainly makes it a little more interesting out there. But great overtime rules implemented to try to settle some of these ties. Here come the Lancers. Sinclair approaching. Takes the wrister, it's deflected. Pedroli sent it over to Merkel. Now along the near side. Back to Merkel. Merkel looking to approach. Takes it around, leaves it in front, and it's put in! What a feed to Pedroli. And the Hillers get the game winner in overtime. 1:44 in to overtime. Merkel brings it around, leaves it for Pedroli, who stuffs it in, and the Hillers take the W. What an unbelievable finish to an unbelievable game. A huge win for the Hillers. And it was a game that started off a little bit frustrating for this Hopkinton team. They were getting great shots, but just could not find a way to score in the first 2 periods. But they come through huge in the 3rd period with a pair of goals. And of course, with the game winner, and they take the victory 3-2. The Hopkinton Hillers collect their 2nd win of the season. They are now 2-3-2. Norton falls to 3-5-0. That is just about going to do it for our coverage here tonight. For John Ritz on camera, I'm Tom Nappy. We thank you for tuning in to this Saturday Hopkinton Hillers hockey doubleheader. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. Take care, be well, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we will talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody.